Alright, my fellow Descendants, welcome back to the Gaming Brigade, and as we roll into the weekend, my friends, I wanted to bring you up to speed on a few things we found out about the game today, and as always, answer some of the questions you have sent the channel. We're going to jump right into the details, and if you happen to enjoy this, do me a favor and hit that like button really quick, and if you want to stay up to speed on all things The First Descendant, feel free to hit that subscribe or join button as well. Now, earlier today, the game put out a message, and they said big news. The Week 5 update is coming to Albion a day earlier. Be ready to dive into the crystal clear waves with Ultimate Valby on 7/31, and we know that originally this was going to launch on August 1st, and I know a lot of people are thinking, well, what's the big deal about one day? You know, it's only one day earlier, but in my opinion, it is once again the game showing they are ahead of the curve, because keep in mind, throughout this entire process, since we've gotten to where we are since launch, they have implemented multiple hotfixes, and in doing so, they have brought us some major game improvements. You know, one thing I said in a previous video was that I think this game in 3 weeks has done more than some games do in 3 months. And not only that, but the manner in which they are communicating with the player base and really listening to what the community is saying is a really, it's a breath of fresh air. It's something we are not used to. I'm happy to see it happen. And yes, I know the game has not been perfect, but for a free-to-play live service third-person looter shooter across all platforms that has had at its peak on a daily basis over 100,000 players every single day since launch, and that's on Steam alone. So for me, that is a clear indication that the game is doing much more right than they are doing wrong. Let me know your thoughts, my friends, and as always, questions, comments, or feedback, let me know as well, and I will do my best to get back to you as quick as I can. Now, we also received an update yesterday from the game in regard to the crackdown status of people who have been banned from the game permanently. You can see on screen for the creation, distribution, or use of unauthorized programs, the permanent game ban is at 891 users, and that number is actually down from the 1,305 users the game reported last week, so I guess that is a good thing to see. However, when we make our way to the people who have been exploiting the in-game store, that number has completely skyrocketed. Last week it was at 428 people. As of right now, it's 6,039. That's insane. Like, it's absolute madness. Now, for the record, what people are doing is this. They wind up buying something from the store, and then they immediately contact their bank or credit card company and say, hey, I do not recognize this charge. I want my money back. So then they get their money back, but then your account is flagged for having a chargeback, and once that takes place, they are going to ban you and shut down your account right away. Now, for some people, they feel they were unjustly banned. If that happened to you, I'm going to leave a link to their website in the video description down below, and I recommend you reach out to them directly. Now, I have heard from a lot of you out there saying it just takes a lifetime to hear back from the game. Keep me posted on what's going on, and if I can help in any way, I will definitely try to do so. Next, my friends, I'd like to take a few moments and do a recap of some of the information I've shared with you over the last week. These are details we've gone over before, but in case you've missed previous videos, I do want to bring you up to speed really quick, starting with the known issues board. As of yesterday, July 24th, they said the following. We have some issues occurring with Eugen's skills. Occasionally, after Eugen uses the hyperactive healing ground skill, they are unable to perform any action other than moving, scheduled to be fixed at patch 1.0.5. After Eugen revives a DBNO ally, the revive ally cannot use skills while the additional prescription effect from the stop overacting passive skill is active. That is also going to be fixed with patch 1.0.5 as well. Right below that, Duty and Sacrifice skill module tooltip description is scheduled to be improved. Duty and Sacrifice skill module applies its effects to allies included in the squad and party participating in the same mission, and it is currently functioning correctly. And finally, we do have an issue occurring with the Ultimate Glaze skills. It has been confirmed that the additional damage increase effect of Massacre is not being applied when Ultimate Glaze health is above 50%. That is going to be fixed with patch 1.0.5, and as I start to wrap this video up, I want to take a moment and once again remind you what our seasonal timeline looks like moving forward. So next week on July 31st, that is when we're getting the new Descendant Luna, new Colossus Gluttony, new Ultimate Valby, new Ultimate Weapon, new skins as well. Then at the end of August, that is when we're getting Season 1 Invasion. That is going to bring us seasonal progression, field completion, new Descendant and Descendant story, new Colossus, new dungeon, new weapon, new skin, and another new Ultimate Descendant. And at the end of the year, my friends, in early December, we have another season with 3 updates. It is Season 2 Episode Ancestor, new Mega Dungeon, Utility Companion, which I know a lot of us are looking forward to. We have more seasonal progression, new Descendant and Descendant story, new Colossus, new dungeon, new weapon, new skins, and another new Ultimate Descendant as well. With all that being said, my friends, I'm going to start to wrap this up. However, one final thing I'd like to mention really quick is that this community is awesome. Like, it really is. I've been playing, look, like many of you out there, I don't have a ton of time to play on a daily basis. I have like an hour here, an hour there. It all depends on the day and the time of day and all that stuff. But I gotta tell you, I've made some amazing friends so far in this game. It's just been a lot of fun. Let me know your experience in the comment section down below. Once again, I want to thank you for the privilege of your time. And as I mention at the end of every one of these, take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and we will talk to you soon. Thanks again, everyone.